the right one. There we go.
Testing, testing. Looks like it's working. So yeah, if anyone's watching, welcome to the Geek Squad. Technical help for the Arca members. I'm not usually doing this, but I know there's a few people asking about the trading view indicators. And if anyone shows up, I can help them live here, but otherwise, this is what it's looking at like right now. This is my hybrid that's working right now, doing buys and sells. List of trades right here. Not too bad for March 2nd to July 26th period. But what was my settings? I'll show you some real quick here. $90 initial capital, 90% equity. Not too bad. One thing to note, if you are going to be using order sizes, make sure you adjust this number. Okay, this number is not, by default, is not going to be what it's trading. Okay, so you know. Or sorry, not the 90%, but the $90 initial capital. If you want to trade $90 initial capital, make sure in your back test to double check what it's trading now, because this is what it's going to be sending to the actual exchange, not the $90 initial capital, but what the quantity is times the price. So if you want to know that, what it's trading currently, that's how much it's trading. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't see it. It's trading $215 right now, a trade. So if you're starting out with $90, this, and you're putting my parameters on, which is technically Arca's parameters. It's not my parameters, it's Arca's parameters. Here's the inputs. This is Arca's inputs for the hybrid. But just make sure if you're going to be doing percentage-based trading to make sure you change your initial capital. Like if I wanted to trade the $90, I would have to change my initial capital to something lower and then go back and check what the current trade is, because that's what it will send. If I would do this now, it would send $200 a trade, not $90, which would basically reject. But let me show you if I can change my screen here a minute. I think someone's asking me a question on Discord. I'm not sure if the music's too loud. The music might be too loud. I'm sorry. Let me turn that down a little bit. I don't want silence, but I kind of need at least a little bit of background music. My ADHD just can't handle it. Okay, sorry. Just had to check something else. Okay, so this is my XRP signal bot. Don't worry about the $24 negative right now. I didn't feel like I didn't want to change it. I didn't want to change it because this is basically my trades right now. And don't worry about it. This is testing. This is my initial test before I'm using Arca's properties right now, but this was my initial test, which made $6, and then minus 10, and or minus 22, and I'll show you why. Switch back to my trading view. So this is my initial test before Arca did the updates, because what I found out was that if you turn on the stochastics, it'll just do longs. It won't do shorts. This is on hybrid, of course. But you can see here, there's the $22 negative. I turned it off because I didn't want to, because it's still open. It's only, I probably should actually leave this on just to see what happens, but yeah, there's the $23 negative. We go back to my screen here. There's the $22 right here. So yeah. If I can get to, sorry, I'm just having a little bit of trouble. Go. Oh wait, I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. You know, this is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee.
I didn't realize I'm muted on the channel too. There we go. Why is it showing that?
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Every day, once a day, give yourself a present. Don't plan it, don't wait for it, just let it happen. Could be a new shirt at the men's store, a cat nap in your office chair, or
Seriously, I'm new to OBS, so I don't know how to stream on Discord and on YouTube. But anyways, back to our discussion here. So yeah, this is my not updated hybrid elite. This is the updated hybrid elite. Little different, you know, not as much trading. This is March 2nd. This one is June 20 or 30th, 2024. So let's change that real quick. Just see what happens. Or did I say it was June? Let's see, 4. God, I'm not good at this. June 30th, 2024. Okay. Oops. June. God damn it. Okay. So it can't go that far. Or can it? No, it won't. Maybe it will. Oh, that's not good. And this is why we test. This is why we test. But anywho, I think I have another one open here for Omega, which I'll be testing as well. And Omega's actually given me a good result, considering it's in March 2nd to July 26th. So here's the properties I'm using. Again, not finalized, mind you. It's just something I've been testing out. Using $60 initial capital, which would come out with the 90% equity to $54 a trade starting. And what's it trading now? Yeah. Let me do some math here and I'll tell you how much it's trading currently. $2,743 trading currently because I have it at 90% equity. And this is why I was talking about earlier to be very careful when you're putting in your initial capital if you are doing percentage-based trades. Because what it shows on the simulated backtest will affect the alert it sends out. And I'm not talking about leverage or anything either, that's a separate subject. On the note of that, let me show you, because this will be the same as Phoenix. If we're gonna when Arca's deal comes out, and I do want to throw this out there, make sure your back tests, your system is working properly before getting the 30-day VIP from Arca's code. The reason being is that you don't want to be screwing around trying to figure out your back tests and your simulated trades, because you'll be wasting your 30-day VIP treatment. So yeah, just make a note of that, please. But let me show you, because I have finalized this with my fiance Yasmin, because she lives in the Philippines, so she can basically get a Phoenix account, whereas U.S. citizens can't at the moment. That being said, it is basically the same setup. So let me get back to my screen here. I really should put some more money on this thing. I need to test the thing. But anyways, so what you're going to do is you want to go to futures. And there will be something that says trading bots. Okay? Then again, this is the same thing with Phoenix. And I think I recorded it too. I'll have to see if I can post it on here. I got one bot running. Okay. Signal bot. Here we go. So you want signal bot. Okay. You click on that. And again, this is Blowfin, but it's basically the same with Phoenix. Okay. And you'll have something over here on the side. Now you see these here. These are groups. This is what I'm going to call them anyways. They're groups. So you can have multiple bots in one group. That basically that way you can kind of keep them separate. I guess if you're trading different coins, you can keep your bots separate. But anyways, what you're going to do first is you're going to add a signal. Okay. Put your name on there for whatever you want to put. Alpha, Omega, coins, whatever. Okay. So for this, we'll do Geek Squad because we're okay. And we'll just do testing on live. Okay. What you're going to do now is you're going to take your API blowfin. You're going to go back to your signal bot here. You're going to use Omega Advanced for this example. Okay. You click on here, or I believe there's one here too, where it says Add Alert. Go here, Add Alert, whatever you want to do. Go to Add Alert. And notifications, you're going to want your webhook URL on, okay? Now, for the new people, you're not going to be able to do this on a free TradingView. You will need to subscribe to at least the first one. I believe it's essential. You're going to have a paid account to do the webhook, okay? And you're going to have to go through some tedious things before you can actually do it, because you have to have two-factor authentication. Sorry. But you're going to need this webhook URL enabled, okay? Okay, and let me switch over again here. So you're going to take this webhook URL, going to copy it, and again, it's the same as Phoenix. Hey, Doom. I'm just explaining things for. I'm doing this live on YouTube as well, so I'm just recording this. But so where was I? Yeah. So you take the input URL, you go back to your TradingView account, and you will put this on the webhook URL. This will signal your exchange that it's getting a alert from your bot. So you want that. You go to your messages. You're going to copy this whole string. The string is basically the command that you will be sending via the alert. You copy that. Go back over here. And you paste. Make sure it's a green outline or a check mark. That'll make sure that it's working. It's a working code. You can put an alert name, whatever you want to do with that. So make sure that's connected. Make sure you got that on. And before we even do anything else, we got to go back to Blowfin or Phoenix or whatever again. Because this isn't complete yet. This is just getting it ready. So you complete. Here it is. Here's my group. This Geek Squad. Now, you're going to want to create a bot. Make sure you change your signal or symbol to whatever you want to trade. So right now we're doing XRP, XRP USD, confirm. Okay. Here's your leverage. 5, 10, 20, wherever you know, it's going to give you, I think if you go too high, but I'm doing 10. Now I don't have any money available, but if I did, it would show here because all my equities in my other bot. But, you know, you can change it to wherever, however much you want. 100% of 0 is 0. Entry settings, you want TradingView signal. You can have multiple entries up or not, up to you. Take profit, stop loss. Now, with the bot for Arca's bot here, excuse me, we do have a take profit and trailing stop loss. But if you want to be extra careful, you can put a take profit and stop loss around here too, just as a failsafe. All right, Doom, that's fine. I have this recorded too, so if you want to watch back, that's fine. And then once you get everything done, set up. Oh yeah, I forgot. Be sure that your TradingView is set to the actual exchange. If you notice here, I have Binance. It's not going to work because I have Blowfin. It's something weird like that to where it doesn't recognize the chart even though it's the same chart, so you're going to need to change that. So if you notice my Binance, I need to change that to Blowfin because I'm using Blowfin. When we use Phoenix, you'll use Phoenix. Crypto. Notice I have Blowfin signed up here. So how you do that is you go to all sources, and then you just basically type in your exchange. So do Phoenix, all the Phoenix stuff. Blowfin, here's the Blowfin stuff. Pionex stuff, etc., etc. You know, easy little tip. So there's my Blowfin account. I don't think this changed any, did it? No. Okay. So that's how that works. So let's go back here. You got everything set up. Make sure your thing's on. You want to create your bot, okay? Even before you turn on your alerts, you want to create your bot first. So we push create bot. It's not going to work because I have no money in it, but it will pop up like so. Let me get back to mine. I'll show you what it would look like. I believe it's this one here. Actually here. That's what it would show. It would show your trading bot here on your signal bot. Okay. The symbol you're trading, created the time. So mine was created about a week ago. The signal name, again, hybrid elite stream here. My assets in the bot currently, what's free, because I'm doing a 10x leverage, it's not using the whole thing. It's using, frick, I don't know. I have to do some math here. It's using about 20 bucks. Let me, did it change signals already? Shit. No, it hasn't yet. Okay. It says 22 here right now because I manually set up a trade, and I'll show you that too. Because I seen it was up. It might be going up more. I haven't analyzed it or anything. This is not analyzing. This is just showing you how the bot works. But oops. Anyways, so you can go to details on your bot, and again, same thing with Phoenix. So don't worry. It's even though it says Blowfin, Phoenix is very similar, if not exactly the same. So if you notice here, I have a sell order. This is when I put the sell order in. I don't think it shows what time I did it. Yeah, it doesn't really show what time I put it in. But you can do a manual order. Okay. So if let's just say if you wanted to close your trade, you can close it. If you want to manually put an order in because you know it's starting to go up and your bot is already trading and you want to catch some upside or downside or whatever, this is where you can do it. You can buy long, buy short on your particular bot account because that's where all my money is. So I've actually manually put this in. So yeah, it is $1.87 down right now. That's because I saw this because it already did a trade or an open trade at July 21st. It is now July 26th, and it's up $22. So if I would have taken that trade at July 21st, I would be up $22 right now. So yeah, I'm hoping maybe it'll close soon, so I can get to the upside maybe, or maybe it has more downside. I don't know. We don't know yet. We would have to analyze it. I'm not an expert at that, so. Yeah, it's running 9 days now. 10x leverage. Initial 78. I'm not worried about that. I will do an update when I do the when I turn on the Omega, but I'll probably post that on the Discord. So if you're not in Arca's Discord, Arca Bulls, I highly suggest getting into it. I'm just gonna leave this here for a minute. I have to run and do something. Sorry. There you go. I will be right back. But I'll leave this here so you can watch XRP. Give me about 5 or so minutes. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Now, oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I just didn't even notice that. Damn, look at that. It's dropping. It's dropping. Interesting. Let's go back to my, oops, shit, my bad. Wrong one. Sorry, I am not a professional streamer. I pushed the wrong button. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's $1.08 still. Nope, $1.12, $1.16. Might be going back up again. Hey, you're seeing this in real time. Okay, so anyways, I did have a question request from one of our members here about how to use their Arca A's. So let me go to my, I'm gonna turn this off for a minute, so if anyone's wondering, any of the newbies, you go here to your indicators, metrics, and it's gonna be in your invite only, to where Arca sends all his indicators. Again, if you're new here and you're not subscribed, I would highly suggest you get in here. And I also highly suggest looking at his YouTube videos, YouTube channel. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get it up right now. Trying to get the YouTube site up so I can show you. Not that I'm a popular streamer myself, but it's always good. It's always good to show right here. Don't forget the period. Okay. There's your the Arca Bulls Discord channel. If you're not in, if you're just some rando watching my videos for some reason, this is how you join the Discord. But highly suggest checking the videos out, getting in our Discord, doing the courses, getting free indicators. I'm sorry, the Omega and Hybrid and all that stuff, that's paid. So you're not going to get that for free, but you can get some other good ones if you're a seasoned trader. But anyways, let me get back to what I was talking about. So ABT averages, this is Arca's averages, basically nicely bundled SMAs, EMAs, customs. It's for one of the members that was asking me about this. I think she's busy right now, so luckily this is recorded so she can watch, but anyways. So you got your SMAs, and you got EMAs, and if you do the Arca's beginner's course, you will understand what SMAs and EMAs are. You can turn them on and off, like so. Okay. If you don't like a certain SMA or EMA, you can turn it off. If you have a custom you want to use, you can do that too here. You can change the styles right here. And I'll show you an example on my SPX. This is my personal, and I might have to change these values, but as you can see, I have EMAs up. I have custom EMAs up. I have silver crosses, golden crosses. Here's my customs, because that's the only ones I have on right now. Well, no, I take that back. I was lying. So I have the EMA 7 up, the EMA 9 up, the EMA 20 up, and the EMA 50. And again, I'll have to change these because I recently went to a seminar hosted by another YouTuber, and while he didn't teach me much, Arca knows the story because I was talking to him after it happened. Although I didn't learn much because it was basically a beginner's course, and I did ask him a few questions which he did not answer. One of which was basically just how you screen, because I'm an Arc Master student moving into the execution, so I know a lot about the candle structures, the forms, that stuff. What I didn't know much of was the EMAs, which was interesting. So that's the only thing I learned out of that $400 course that I took was an EMA strategy. But at least I networked with some people, some newbies. I'm hopefully they're in this Discord now. But basically, let me get back to my explanation here. Sorry, ADHD running off topic. But yeah, I have a 7, 9, 20, and a 50, and I color coded it to kind of correlate with my preference. You can color it however you want. Arca suggests keeping the same colors for everything here. And also, here's another tip. If you have a certain configuration that you like let's say you want to keep this on all your charts and not have to worry about going back and refixing it all the time, you can actually save this as a default. So if you save it as a default, and you, let's say, go to another chart and put the Arca A's up. I don't think I've saved mine as a default, but so this might be a bad example, but no, I did. There you are. There's all my things as a default now. Only 4, so very cool. Okay. And I basically color coded for my features because I like, you know, green, yellow, red, kind of indicating a stop sign. This is my theory about it. So, you know, green up. If it drops down to the red, that's bad. You know, stuff like that. So that's how you use the Arca A's. I think I will. Let's see, what time is it? I will stay up for about 5 minutes longer just to see if anyone else shows up. Otherwise, I think I will be done. I'm going to go quiet now, but I will leave this here for now. This is Omega, by the way. This isn't hybrid. I haven't tested Alpha yet. And for anyone that doesn't know, Alpha is the long trades. Omega is the short trades. So if you wanting to trade long, spot trading, stuff like that, you would use alpha. Okay? Don't use omega for spot trading. That's not good. What we're doing in the future here is contracts, futures. Okay? So it's a little different. And you can use either or. You can use alpha and you can use omega in futures, and you can put those in your groups separately if you would like. But as soon as we get hybrid working efficiently, I think that might be a good choice as well. But if you're a bias trader, if you like longs or shorts or whatever, you can use your individual alpha and omegas. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me for the little bit of time that I am sitting here by myself. Yeah. Anyways, I will leave you to it for about 5 more minutes, and then I'll sign off. Okay, doesn't look like anyone's going to be showing up anytime soon. I know this was an impromptu type stream, so I apologize to my fellow members and to Arca about posting this up last minute. Yeah, I wasn't really planning on streaming today, but with all the updates and the question from one of the members about the Arca A's, I figured, you know what, I might as well just record this. That way they can watch it later. You guys can watch it later. If we need to do another stream like this, maybe with Arca in it, perhaps, we could probably set some up. I do apologize about the again, I'm not a professional streamer, so I don't have all the setups and stuff like that, so my voice might not be the best. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a wonderful Saturday, and we will see each other soon. If you have any questions, please feel free to DM me. There is a fake panda out there. I don't know if he's been kicked out yet, but just be careful of the scammers out there, please. I will not sell you anything. I will not suggest. Well, I might suggest you to buy Arca's indicators, but I won't force you to sign up for anything that involves you paying me anything or giving me money. As everyone knows, I have refused donations in the past, and until we start making money on these indicators, I won't request anything. You'll notice if I put in a donation box or something, but at the moment I'm not asking for any kind of financial anything like that. Anyways, sorry. Yeah, so if you have any questions, feel free to DM me. You know Arca's there. You can DM him too as well. But yeah, that's about it. Please check out his channel, Arca Bull's channel, and if you want, you know, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.